Yes, welcome everyone to the channel. Please smash a like and also please subscribe if you're new to the channel. The press conference has been underway. Brendan Rodgers has been pressed by the media and we're going to update as we go through the little video that we're doing here. I'm going to be with you for about 15-20 minutes, so get your comments in as well and I'll pop them up on the screen as we go. Brendan Rodgers has got a few things to say. Let's get cracking on with the show. Obviously, we know that Liverpool's ex-manager, Julia, passed away, unfortunately. And Brendan Rodgers had this to say regarding Julia's passing. It's an awful, sad day for everyone in football. We had this connection, which was obviously with Liverpool, and you understand the unique pressures of Liverpool. It was like we had known each other a lot longer. He was able to support and help me in my time there. He revolutionized the whole place and made the training ground into a real modern facility. A real sad day for those that knew him. Big shout out to Craig from the Anfield Agenda. I know he's feeling it at the minute with that one. It's going to hit a lot of the Liverpool fans hard. So RIP Julia. Get your comments in, guys, as we go. And this is live, so 100% live. I promise you, it's not pre-recorded. I am here. Hello. Next up, obviously, we've got Slavia Prague in the Europa League draw. We was given the draw with Slavia Prague. And Brendan Rodgers had this to say regarding Slavia Prague. From the football side, any team that gets to the point of the next round is a good side. They're unbeaten in their league. They beat Sevilla a couple of years ago too. It'll be a very tough fixture. They will have confidence and quality. We can watch them closely over the next couple of months. Obviously, we are not going to be playing that fixture until around the 15th of April. I think it might be February, sorry, 18th of Feb, I believe, and the 25th the following week, home and away in round 32 of the Europa League. Some mad stuff. Speaking of mad stuff, Jamie Vardy has broke the Premier League 20 of all-time goal scorers in the Premier League. He's in the top 20, joint with Ian Wright, massive name, and Lukaku too. 113 goals at the minute. Can he get further up the table? I think so. He's on 10 at the moment in the Premier League. Only time will tell. Brendan Rodgers had this to say regarding Jamie Vardy, because I don't think he's valued enough, to be honest with you, across the football community. I think he's disrespected highly amongst the football community. Brendan Rodgers had this to say: I think there's a genuine respect for his qualities. He's not on the international front anymore. Whether he deserved more chances there or not, that is completely up for debate. He's a sensational striker whose numbers are incredible. If you think of his journey, he's in his mid-20s before he became a professional footballer. Because of his path, maybe he doesn't get highlighted as much. I think that's spot on, to be honest with you. I think it's because he started late and also because he's wearing this fucking badge. Because he's wearing this badge here, the Foxes badge, I don't think he gets the respect that the man deserves. He's in the top 20 for a reason, right? He's the all-time bloody Leicester goal scorer. He's breaking... Well, he's not all-time goal scorer, but I mean, in the modern times, he is. It's unreal top 100 club. It's a very, very exclusive club to be in. Consecutive goal scoring record as well. Beat Ruud van Nistelrooy's 11 in a row in 2016, as you know. Just a phenomenal striker, and I'm hoping he can keep going as far as possible. Let's get your comments in on that one. Jamie effing Vardy says Rene B in the chat. Sedan says he's having a party. Welcome to the chat, Sedan. How are you? Ian, afternoon. Big Wes masterclass incoming. Yes, that's right. Johnny Evans is done for the match against Everton. I think he took 5 bloody cards, I think, and he has to have a match ban. So Johnny Evans will not be playing during the fixture against Everton tomorrow, 6 o'clock kickoff. By the way, there will be a watch along here, Leicester Everton. Speaking of Everton, we have got a little video for you. Check this one out now. This is from Toffee Blues and their predictions of the Everton versus Leicester fixture tomorrow.
Hello there, my name is Thomas from the Toffee Blues YouTube channel. Lee has asked me to just come on, give you a quick 2-minute preview from an Everton perspective about our match, of course, coming up on Wednesday. Just to start off, Leicester having a brilliant season, finding yourselves in third, also a very decent Europa League run so far. A team I'm always very concerned about coming up against especially including the likes of Jamie Vardy, Jose Perez, James Maddison up front, even having Under coming up off the bench. Very, very decent side. Of course, you do have a couple of key injuries with Ndidi and Pereira being out, which does give me slightly more confident as well. I do gain some confidence from our brilliant win against Chelsea on Saturday night. Of course, we did start brilliantly in the season, went on that winning streak, then lost quite a few games in a row against the likes of Newcastle, which was very disappointing to see. But that brilliant performance, as I mentioned, against Chelsea, with fans being back at Goodison, it's given me slightly more confidence going into the match. I think Brendan Rodgers, of course, doing an excellent job at the club. He got you playing some brilliant football, and I can see this game being a very close affair, as it has been over the past few years. In terms of my prediction, I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. We do have, as everyone knows, quite a poor defence. We did keep a clean sheet against Chelsea, but it was our first since the opening day of the season against Spurs. So I can see you scoring goals with a player like Jamie Vardy, as I mentioned. But then also, I believe Evans is also suspended for yourselves. With Pereira being out as well, it might be a bit of a mismatched defence. Wes Morgan, of course, was a brilliant player in the title win season. But if he has to come in for you, I'm much more confident with the likes of Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison coming up against him, especially with their pace. So I can see this being a very close affair, as I mentioned. I think a 2-2 draw. As I mentioned, there's going to be goals no matter what's happening. We're struggling to keep a lot of clean sheets. Maybe we might have turned a corner with our performance against Chelsea, but this will definitely be a test for us. But we do have that extra day of preparation. We, of course, played Saturday yourselves against Brighton on Sunday night, and with you having European fixtures as well, that does give me slightly more confidence in terms of a fitness perspective. But that's all from me. Let's hope for a good Everton result, of course, but good luck for the game. My prediction is a 2-2 draw.
And there you go, a 2-2 draw from the Toffee Blues. Go and check the Toffee Blues out on YouTube. They also do podcasts as well, I think on Spotify as well. So go and check them out, and a big shout out to them for giving me a little taste of what they think and how the game's going to go. 2-2. Because you know what? I'm feeling kind of like the same. If you look at the history between Leicester and Everton, we've played 30 games in total in all competitions between the two sides. Not many games, really. 7 wins to Leicester, 9 losses, and 14 draws between the pair. The last few fixtures are as follows. In 2020, of the 1st of July, we lost 2-1 at Goodison Park. In 2019 was a 2-2 draw. Leicester won on penalties in the Carabao Cup. The Premier League as well on the 1st of December, this time last year, Leicester won 2-1 at the King Power Stadium and winning away before the fixture before that, 1-0 as well. But, I mean, it's been like this constantly with Leicester and Everton. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be tough. They are pushing now. They beat Chelsea. They're at 7th in the Premier League as well. Leicester obviously in 3rd, as we know. You don't know how this is going to go. There's no fans at the King Power. That can change everything. Next up, we have a little injury news for you for Timothy Castagna. Brendan Rodgers provided an update on the fitness of some of the players, including obviously Timothy Castagna, Ricardo Pereira, and Caglar Soyuncu as well. So they will not be featured back to fill the gap vacated by suspended Johnny Evans when they take on Everton on Wednesday. With Evans' 5th booking, I was right, it was his 5th booking of the season, ruling him out of the clash with the Toffees. Leicester will have hoped to have another central defender fit. However, Brendan Rodgers has said that Soyuncu is still a couple of weeks away. The Turkish international made a comeback in the Europa League and only lasted about 12 minutes and took a bloody injury, didn't he? City may have one player to make their return, though. Timothy Castagna is close to full fitness. He might just about make his first appearance against Everton. Might have to wait out until Tottenham. It's going to be one or the other. So if he don't make Everton, he will make the Spurs game, which is exactly what we needed. Also, during the AEK Athens game, obviously we know James Maddison didn't play for that fixture because of a struggling knee problem. He's had this knee problem for quite some time, including the end of the last season, going into the beginning of this season. He looked very sharp against Brighton at the weekend. Obviously, Leicester winning 3-0 and James Maddison getting a lovely goal at the end there as well. That 3rd goal, what a goal that was. Getting man of the match as well. So I'm hoping that is still not an ongoing issue. Maddison has not suffered any problems with his knee, according to Brendan Rodgers. A slight issue that's been keeping him out of games, before the Brighton fixture. While Ricardo Pereira will still be unavailable. There you go. Unavailable. Get your comments in. What are your thoughts on the game coming up tomorrow? I'm going to be doing a watch along, like I said, tomorrow evening. We are 6 o'clock, bang on the channel. So we will be probably live. If the kickoff's at 6 o'clock, we'll probably be live for about 5:40. So there you go. 5:40 on the channel. Make sure you join in on the watch along. I'm going to get your comments in now, guys, before I shoot. Cool stream says Dragon, cheers, mate. Big Wes, little Wes, maybe. Yeah, it's gonna have to be Wes Morgan's gonna have to step in, and maybe we'll see Mendy and Ndidi playing as centre back. Even who knows? Ian T says he's going to go with a 3-2. Really worried about our defence, so we'll just have to outscore them. I'm worried about our defence too. It's one of those, isn't it? I am a little bit worried. You've got Calvert-Lewin as well, who's seems like he's only getting better and better, especially with the England call-ups as well. But however, we are looking very good. I know it was only Brighton, but we created so many chances down that right side. James Justin, my word, what a game he had. He was minor man of the match against Brighton for me, down that side, playing those balls across the front with Vardy running onto him. If he can keep that up on the fixture tomorrow, if he can keep it up against Everton, I think we can sneak a win, even though we have a very poor defensive lineup, potentially a poor defensive lineup. We will have to wait and see. Please start Kenya's under tomorrow. I would like to see the Undertaker, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to do another show before the fixture tomorrow. I'm going to do that interactive lineup tonight, so make sure you join in tonight. I'm going to probably do that around 8 o'clock tonight, so make sure you hop back onto the channel. We're going to do a live interactive let's predict the lineup for tomorrow's fixture. So I'll see you later on tonight. If you're watching this on the replay, hit the like button, subscribe, and I shall see you all very, very soon. See you guys.